put the best NBA villains of all time into a tier list. We got to start with the most devious man in the NBA, Kevin Garnett.
Oh, this guy. I don't even know if he was a villain as much
Just
as
an asshole.
Just a menace, right? Like that's different. Because I don't think people like hated him like that. So I'm gonna give him again.
Ask Carmelo Anthony how he feels about his villainness.
Hey man, listen. I'm not here to speak on that, right? That was never confirmed.
KG's got to be A tier. That man is a motor mouth. He is ridiculous. It has to be A tier.
Yeah, I'll give him A tier.
I want to give him S, but I'll let y'all rock. You can put A.
Okay, there's bigger assholes out there. Wilt Chamberlain, perhaps the meanest guy in NBA history.
Isn't there a story?
That's more off.
Yeah, isn't there a story of like Wilt spinning down on somebody when they asked like, "How's the weather up there?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Yeah, Kareem said he did it in an elevator.
And he spit down at somebody. That's so crazy, bro.
You'd have to get a punch to your gut. Like if I'm already down there, just a straight jab.
But you're in the elevator, you're cooked because he's gonna boop, boop, boop. Like you getting a jab in, cool, but you're cooked.
See, now I know that you've been watching movies in the middle of the day recently, right? Have you seen the Captain America where they had the fight scene in the elevator? That would be me against Wilt.
Do you have hands like that?
Listen.
Against Wilt?
Don't find out. Wilt. Don't find out. You don't know what I
Where are we going with Wilt?
You don't know what I'm like. We'll go
B. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, most of us off the court. B's fair. What do you want to do with Miami LeBron? He turned on Cleveland.
People hated him.
Honestly,
people hated him to his bones.
Not for great reasons though. Not for great reasons.
Doesn't matter. He played into it. That man was a villain for 4 years.
I'll give him C.
Only C.
Only C. I'm only counting the first year in Miami as the villain because right after that he was like, yeah, I'm not the villain. Like I can't do this.
You're right.
So really,
yeah, he quickly shifted back to the hero. He wasn't built for that life.
It really should be.
Yeah.
He quit being a villain after 1 year. He lost in the finals, had his worst finals performance ever. He wasn't great as the villain.
Sounds like an F tier to me. He sounds like a failed villain.
Fake villain, fake demon. That's what he was.
He folded.
F tier for LeBron. Not a good villain. He wanted too badly to be the hero. Where do we go with Michael Jordan?
Oh, he thrived on it. He loved being the villain. You put
he was built to be a villain.
Exactly. You put Michael Jordan in S tier.
Bro, an entire generation of superstars won 0 rings besides Hakeem because this motherfucker was gatekeeping them. That's me. That's a villain right there.
He was also psychotic too. Punched the shit out of his teammates.
That's good. That's good villain points.
Yeah. Yo, teammate? For sure he's a villain.
All right, well, we're on the topic. Draymond Green.
Also, S tier. If you punch a teammate, yes.
Automatic S tier.
Internal and external villainous, yes, you're S tier.
It's like an automatic March Madness bid. You punch a teammate, you're S tier villain.
100%.
Has highlight reel of just straight violence in the NBA during regulation. On the clock, crazy. Put him in S tier.
On the clock?
Yeah.
Workplace violence is outrageous.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
In front of the shareholders? Oh my God.
Bro, during the 40 hours, crazy work.
You let middle management see? Unbelievable. S tier. All right. We're going to go Trey Young, the New York killer.
Yeah, he was just a villain for that 1 year.
Yeah, he had a short run. I'll give him, I will say.
That 1 year, though, was crazy.
It had been a long time since the league had a villain, and Trey Young instantly stepped into it. He reveled in it. I'm gonna put him in A. I think Trey Young is
okay.
I think Trey Young
the amount of real estate.
It's
been years. Yeah, it's been years in the city of New York still saying F you Trey Young. He has real life real estate, real life trauma embedded in a lot of New York Knicks fans' heads.
I mean, that's more symbolic.
It's been some years.
Listen, he may not have the longevity, but not every villain has their villain moment to the level he did. It's like Kawhi's 2019 ring. He got his one big moment, his one villain chip, and then fell off, but the villain chip still happened.
This man bowed in front of the Garden after eliminating them. I still can't stand this man. Put him in A tier.
Patrick Beverley.
Oh, this guy just sucks.
He was
promoting his podcast to a lady. Oh, he didn't want to talk to a reporter because he didn't want to go ahead and report to promote his podcast. He's lame.
But he was so villainous, he got deported. That's pretty crazy.
I'm going S tier. Pat Bev, while he has had some decent moments in the NBA, that's literally all he's known as, is just a villain. When you call Patrick Beverley to bring him on your roster, it's for the one reason, to go out and be a menace and be a villain. You got
So,
A
man,
tier.
we need some bastards on our team. Call up Pat Bev. That's what they do.
You got A tier.
It's like the villains call up the Penguin. It's like, listen, we need some hitters. Come with us.
Yeah. But
Recruiting the Riddler.
but is he really S tier though? Because
No, he's A tier.
he's not good though, or he's not like great.
So
You love to hate him.
yeah, A tier.
Yeah,
cool.
you're right.
A tier.
But okay.
This is a villain tier list, not a skill tier list.
Exactly.
His villain has nothing to do with the skill level.
But
All
the
right, I'm
villains
bearing
up
the
there
lead.
actually were great though. But we can
So,
keep it.
all right, let's go. I'm bearing the lead with the guy we got to talk about, Bill Laimbeer,
This is
Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time.
Triple S, the top of the S, double S, whatever you want to call
Exactly.
it, breaks our scale. The most obvious S tier. You want to talk about punching people in the face and violence on the clock? Bill Laimbeer is the first thing that comes to mind.
yeah.
He's the embodiment of that. For sure.
You want to talk about a nuisance on and off the court like Pat Bev? Bill Laimbeer. You want to talk about violent? Bill Laimbeer. You want to talk about unlikable? Bill Laimbeer. It's pest through and through.
He got it. He's been a villain for generations.
I don't
He'll
even
never
know if
stop.
villain is the right way to describe him. I would say felon, who just happens to be employed in basketball.
He promises he'll never stop going in. Still going in.
I never stop. I'll build for this.
It's him and Rich Homie Quan.
That's hilarious. No way.
Lifestyle. All right, keep going.
Kevin Durant.
He ruined basketball for a lot of fans for
For
several
3 years, he ruined basketball. That's pretty high up on the list.
This
Yeah.
man, we could have had a rivalry, legitimate, just one-on-one, LeBron versus Steph. And here KD come in, ruined the
Man.
whole thing, messed it up. Yeah, put him.
That could have been better than Jordan. That could have been Magic versus Bird V2. And we had to come in and bring this mercenary. Unbelievable.
Thanks,
He's
Kevin.
mercenary.
What? A?
The hired gun.
A tier?
Honestly,
Low
might
key
be S
S tier.
because like he real life broke so many fans' hearts, and
Yeah.
he did
That is
basketball sin.
That is true.
Committed
He shaped a
basketball sin.
generation of basketball with his villainy. Like, it's obviously S tier.
Yeah, he broke so many unwritten rules. Like
That's true.
he's S
And
tier.
he was like a fan favorite hero turn villain. That gives you extra points. People turned on him hard.
It's like an Anakin Darth Vader type of thing.
Literally. You either die a hero or you live long enough to turn into Kevin Durant.
Bar.
I like this. I like this.
Meta world peace.
This is S tier. This is S tier. He will fight you.
Damn.
I just think all the violent guys got to be S tier.
Exactly. He will fight you on the court. He will fight you in the stands. He will fight you off the court. He will give you an elbow to the head. He will jump over the scorer's table, catch a beer, and throw it right back at you. He doesn't care. He does not care.
Depending on what part of the country you live in, the cicadas outside are loud as hell at night. That's been James Harden's night every day for the last 12 years since he elbowed him of the year. He's never stopped hearing those cicadas.
That man be tweaking in the playoffs.
Oh
no
my
wonder
God.
why. That makes so
That's
much
why
sense.
he missed all those threes. He was He's always thinking his phone's going off. He's confused. Dennis Rodman.
Was he even a villain like that? Like I know people didn't really
Oh
like
yeah,
him like
Bad
that.
Boy days.
He was
Bad
violent
Boy
for
days,
sure. He was
a
dirty.
menace.
Definitely dirty.
He's just a wild boy. You know,
Now, Bad Boy days, he would no regard for his body, toss himself around, pissing everybody off. At least B tier.
yeah, just a wild
Now,
guy.
before the Bulls era, he was mainly known for how crazy he was and how just
Yeah, bro.
reckless he
The
was.
Bulls saved his career. He was almost out of the league because he was such a wild boy. GMs couldn't even tolerate it anymore. Like he was such
Yeah.
a villain. Teams were like, "I cannot employ you. I'm scared."
But you're not talking about that. You're talking about Detroit. He was just a hard hat guy coming to work, right? Had his lunch
Hard
bell,
hat guy.
peanut butter and jelly. Just want to get down to work, get down to brass tacks, right? That's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to dive into.
If there was a rule that permitted pistol whipping in game, he would do it.
Oh my God.
I mean,
just heard
wouldn't
what
you?
Said.
I'm just saying,
So delayed for me.
if that was allowed, right?
You said, wouldn't you? What are we talking about right now?
It would even the playing field. LeBron is
You play the game to win.
6'9" and can jump 40 inches. I can't do that. But you listen, you give me a tool.
The butterfly.
Listen, come down the lane, LeBron, if you want. I dare you. I dare you.
All right, Dennis Rodman B tier. That's fair. Larry Bird.
He talks
Elite
so
shit
much
talker.
shit.
Where are we going?
He's not A. I mean, he's not S for sure. Can't be S. Impossible.
Nah, not enough violence. But listen, he might throw a hip or two. He's teetering.
Yeah, for sure. But that's just
I think a
Midwestern
lot of
white boy basketball. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of his villainous just came from black hate. You know, like it was just a lot of people just being like, man, this white boy can't be that good, right? And he's like, no, I actually am that good. They're like, oh, you suck. I hate you.
You're like, God damn it, he's right.
I think a lot of that.
He's like a cool C.
Man, we have a lot of S tier, but how can you deny any of their S tier capabilities?
Yeah, KD ruined a whole not a generation of basketball, but 5-year span of basketball. Metal World
Shit, that's a
Peace.
generation of me.
Metal World Peace. Why?
That's the era.
That is
Bill
an era.
Laimbeer, Draymond Green, Michael Jordan. We can't put them any lower.
Nope. And this is the definitive NBA villains tier list. I was thinking about adding Dylan Brooks, but I was like, that's disrespectful. He is not that important. I couldn't think of who else. Who else should I have added?
Ooh. Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed's what? Good B tier?
That's a good one.
A tier?
Yeah. I mean, listen, Bruce Bowen kicked the guy in the face.
I forgot about Bruce Bowen.
Wait, I gotta look
Okay.
that up. That's so funny.
You've never seen that? It's hilarious.
It's not top of mind right now.
He's shooting a jump shot. He jumps up and kicks him in the
Yeah.
face.
Wally Zerbiak got him with the pump fake, and Bruce was like, ah! Like, he just got him.
And straight up, he jumps, and kicks him in the face.
No. Oh my god! I just saw this live.
Man.
Nah, he got him.
All right, man, that's enough villain talk.